Swayam Prabha. Digital India. Educated India.
Carnatic music is a multi-dimensional system and has so much to offer, I would say, to both the performer and the listener. Now, when you listen to a composition, the first thought which comes to any Rasika when you are part of a kacheri, sitting in the concert, is what is the raga of this composition? So, once you are able to identify what is the ragam of that particular composition, a sense of joy is felt within us that we've been able to find it out. Now, we also see that sometimes you are not able to identify the ragam, and then you see that it is similar to some ragam, and then finally you are able to find out. That's one thing. Another aspect which is of interest to Rasikas is whose composition is this? And for this, I would say our great Vagyekaras have been really visionaries, I would say, in terms of making it very easy for us. While every composition may not have the raga name embedded in it, we obviously see that Muthuswami Dikshidhar was a pioneer in terms of incorporating the raga mudra in his compositions, but other composers, unless it is very appropriate, that particular word and that raga makes sense, they won't be able to incorporate the raga mudra. But the composer, in most of the compositions, you would see that they have incorporated their own signature within the composition. And this is what we call as the Vagyekara mudra. Now, mudras are names introduced in the Sahitya of music compositions to signify certain facts like authorship of a composition, like I said, the Vagyekara mudra. And beyond this, we see that the composers have used their intellect to incorporate the name of the raga, tala, what is the compositional type, sometimes the name of the patron who has patronized them. Like this, many details we are able to see in the composition, which makes for very, very interesting study. The mudras introduced cleverly such that it maintains a sense of continuity in the Sahitya. And this is very, very important because you cannot trust the name of the Vagyekara or you cannot trust the name of a raga or tala just because you want to establish that particular thing. It should make complete sense in terms of the Sahitya also. If you look at the word mudra itself, it's very, very interesting because it means generally a seal, a stamp or a mark. And of course, in dance, we see that mudras indicate something much more in the sense that it is an idea through a hand pose. Now, this concept of mudra actually is there beyond the domain of music in many other areas also. For example, if you look at the Bhagavad Gita, you see that the name of that particular chapter and what that particular essence of that chapter is indicated in that particular shloka itself. For example, Om Tat Sadditi Srimad Bhagavad Gita Supanishatsu Brahma Vidyayam Yoga Shastre Sri Krishna Arjuna Samvade Bhakti Yogo Namat Dwadashodhyaya. Dwadashodhyaya means the 12th chapter. Like this, at the end of each chapter, you will see the name of the particular chapter and Bhakti Yoga and whatever it stands for, that also is made indicative there. We will now look at the concept of mudras in the domain of Carnatic music and how composers have incorporated their mudra within the compositions. Now, every composer has got his own mudra or signature with which he signs his name. The most popular, of course, you keep hearing very, very often is the name of Sri Tyagarajar, who has incorporated his own name in the composition. And these kind of composers who incorporate their very own name into the composition are known as Swanama mudras. Swanama, that is introducing their own name within the composition. Let us look at one composition of Tyagarajar, and also, of course, for your information, that Tyagarajar is one composer who would always introduce his mudra as part of the last charana. Some of his compositions, you would see that there may be 3 charanas. Sometimes the Divyanama Utsava, the Sampradaya and all that, they have multiple charanas. So when there are 10 charanas or 12 charanas, whatever it is, the last charana which comes will have his mudra as Tyagaraja in it. Let us look at one example. Shambho Mahadeva Shankara Giri Jaramana, where in the charanam he introduces Darabhushana Tyagaraja Varahridaya Nivesha Darabhushana Tyagaraja. Like that, we also see earlier composers before him. In the Ashtapadi, Jayadevar has introduced his own name, like in the composition Lalita Lavanka Lata Parishilala Komala Malaya Samire. In the last charanam, you'd see Sri Jayadeva Panitamita Mudayati. Or Narayana Tirtha, for example, in his very popular composition, Govardhana Giridhara Govinda Gokula Bala, where in the last you'd see Narayana Tirtha Chita Charana. His name Narayana Tirtha is incorporated in the composition as his Swanama Mudra. We also see another category called the Itara Nama Mudra. That means where the composer uses a name which is not his original name, but some other name to denote his stamp, I would say. But uniformly, he'll be using that same name. For example, the next popular among the Trinity, Sri Muthuswami Dikshadhar, who uses the mudra Guru Guha in all his compositions. For example, Sri Guru Guha Taraya Shuma Sharavana Bhava Sri Guru Guha. Or in his another composition, Sri Natadi Guru Guha, where the Guru Guha mudra has been used by Dikshadhar. So whenever the name or the mudra Guru Guha comes, you understand that it's a composition of Sri Muthuswami Dikshadhar. Similarly, we also see another composition or composer rather, Swati Tirunal, who uses the mudra Padmanabha and its synonyms, that is like Paripalaya Mam Shri Padmanabha Murare Paripalaya Mam, where Padmanabha is used as the mudra of Sri Swati Tirunal. Now, coming back to the composers list wise, we will look into some popular composers and see what mudra they have used. You may have read about all this in your books, but then singing it practically and showing you will make it much more explicit, and you will also be able to register in mind how in the musical context each of these Vagekaras have incorporated their mudra. The first among them, the Trinity, is Tyagaraja. Let us look at a few compositions of his. Nadaloludai Brahmanandamaldave Manasa. In the last charana, the last line, Varamaululu Pashilchare Dhara Tyaga Raju Teliyu Dhara Tyaga Raju Teliyu Nadaloludai. Or another composition, Manasaya Tulor Tune. In the charanam last, Ilanu Tyagaraju Mata Vidnavadela Gunavihina. Or in the composition, Bhagayanaya, Bhagayanaya ni Maya Lento Palanamu Segaleta Tyagaraja Nota Bhagaya Naya. Like this, if you look at the compositions of Tyagaraja, you would see the name Tyagaraja is used as his mudra. Coming to Dikshadhar, we see that, as I mentioned earlier also, he uses the word Guru Guha as his mudra. Now, there is a trick here in the sense that Tyagaraja would always find his mudra in the last line of the last charanam. Whereas Dikshadhar, being a composer in Sanskrit, uses his mudra Guru Guha appropriately wherever it demands, in the sense that this Guru Guha may appear in the Pallavi, it may appear in the Anupallavi, it may be in the Charanam, it may be hidden in the Samashti Charanam, it may be there in the Madhyama Kala Sahityam. So, you have to be really carefully watch out, I would say rather, to see where this Guru Guha actually comes. And according to legend, his guru Chidambara Swami asked Muthuswami Dikshidhar to visit Tirutani. There, when he was immersed deep in the meditation, it is said that story goes that an old man appeared and asked him to open his mouth, and he dropped sugar candy into his mouth and disappeared. And after this, it is said that Muthuswami Dikshidhar had a vision of Lord Muruga, and he started composing kritis. And the first song, of course, we all know, is the monumental composition Srinathadi Guru Guha Jayati Jayati Srinathadi Guru Guha, which is also a tribute to Lord Muruga, and he adopted the mudra Guru Guha. Some more compositions of his, let us look. Sri Kanti Bati Shankara Yuvati Shri Guru Guha Janani. Guru Guha Janani, in that context, uses the word Guru Guha as mudra very beautifully. Or another composition, Pamarajana Palini, where in the Madhyama Kala Sahityam, Komala Hridaya Nivasini Guru Guha Madhi Prakashini, Komala Hridaya Nivasini Guru Guha Madhi Prakashini. Or again in another composition, Sri Sagatya Narayanam Upasmage, in the Madhyama Kala Sahityam of the Charanam, Matsya Kurba Varaghadi Dashavatara Prabhavam Shakchakrabja Hastam Guru Guhanuta Prasidam Shri Guru Guhanuta Prasidam. So his mudra. Coming to Shyama Sastri, he uses the mudra Shyama Krishna. By birth, his name was actually Venkata Subramanya, but he was fondly called as Shyama Krishna, and that came to become his mudra. How does he incorporated this in his composition? We will see. In the composition Himadri Sute. Himadri Sute Pahimam Charanam. Shyama Krishna Sodari Gauri. Shyama Krishna Sodari. Mostly that Sodari comes along with that Shyama Krishna as part of the mudra. Shyama Krishna Sodari Gauri. Or another popular composition, Shankari Shankuru Chandra Mukhe, where Shyama Krishna Sodari Shyamale Sadodari Shyama Krishna Sodari. The next composer after the Trinity, we have Sri Swati Tirunal, who uses his Lord's name, that is Lord Padmanabha, and synonyms like Sarasijanabha, Sarojanabha, Pankajanabha, and so on. And this mudra obviously is a clear indication of his devotion to Lord Padmanabha. Let us look at a few of his compositions to see how this particular mudra has been incorporated. Devadeva kalayami te Sharanabhuja sevanam. In the Charanam you see, Shrita Vibhuta Salashi Padmanabha Shaure. Shrita Vibhuta Salashi Padmanabha Shaure. He is also another composer. You would see that sometimes his mudra comes also in the Pallavi, like we sang before. Paripalayama Shri Padmanabha Murare Paripalayama. The next composer we have the pre-Trinity composer, a very popular one, who is also instrumental in codifying many things as the base of a Carnatic music. Yes, Purandaradasa. And his earlier name was Srinivasa Nayak, but in his compositions he uses the mudra Purandara Vithala. One song let us look. Yadavani ba Yadukula Nandana Madhava Madhusudana Baro. Where in the Charanam you see he uses Jagadolu Nilnaya Mahibaya Pokalube Purandara Vithala Nibaro O Yadava Niba Yadukula Nandana. Another composer in this line, a Tamil composer, is Sri Koteswara Iyer. Koteswara Iyer is a grandson of the great composer Kavi Kunjara Bharati, and so as a tribute to his grandfather, being the grandson of Kavi Kunjara Bharati, he uses the mudra Kavi Kunjara Dasan. Let us see how it comes in his composition. For example, in the composition in Chalanata, Edayyagati, Yedayyagati Yenakedayyagati Yenakedayyagati, where he uses Pugai Kavi Kuljaradasanuku Pugai Kavi Kuljaradasanuku Vere Dayyagati. Or another composition Moghana Karamutu Kumara, where he uses Tiyidillada Gita Shaljor Kavi Kunjara Dasa. So Kavi Kunjara Dasa is used like Tiyidillada Gita Shaljor Kavi Kunjara Dasa Nesagiri Nivasa Mandagasa Vadanavaganaga Mutu Kumara. Then we see the next composer, again a Tamil composer, a popular one, Gopalakrishna Bharati, who is the author of the grand and one of the most wonderful opera, Nandanar Charitram. And he uses the mudra Gopalakrishna or Balakrishna. For example, if you look at the composition, Piravadavaram Tagarum Yennaya Piravadavaram Tagarum. In the Charanam you see, Inbattudan Gopala Krishna ತೋಳು ದೇತಿಯ ಜಗದೀಶನೆ ನಟರಾಜನೆ இன்பத்துடன் கோபால கிருஷ்ண தோழு தேத்திய ஜகதீசனே நடராஜனே பிறவ தவரம் தரும். Another very popular composition of his, சபாபதிக்கு வேறு தெய்வம் சமானமாகுமா. இந்த சரணம் again. கோபால கிருஷ்ணன் பாடும் தில்லை, கோபால கிருஷ்ணன் பாடும் தில்லை சபாபதிக்கு வேறு தெய்வம். Another popular post-Trinity composer is Sri Patnam Subramania Iyer, who uses the mudra Venkatesha. Let us look at one or two compositions to see how this mudra Venkatesha has been incorporated by him in his composition. Dhanyo devado dasharate, dhanyo devado dasharate. In the charanam, Varada Venkateshwaruni bhajilche, Varada Venkateshwaruni bhajilche, Dhanyo devado dasharate. Now, Patnam Subramania Iyer, a line about his stylistic way. Being a Shishya or coming under the parampara of Sri Tyagarajar, his compositions very much follow the style of Tyagarajar in terms of the composition itself, and also using his mudra like Tyagarajar. In the last line of his composition only, he will use the mudra Venkatesha. The next one, again a pre-Trinity composer, is Sri Annamacharya. As a mark of devotion to Lord Venkateshwara of Tirupati, he was an ardent devotee of Lord Venkateshwara, and all of us know that. So he uses the mudra Venkatachala, Venkatagiri, Venkatanayaka, and so on. Let us look at one composition. Narayanate Namo Namo, Narayanate Namo Namo Bhava Narada Sanuta Namo Namo, O Narayanate Namo Namo. Where in the charanam you see Vedodhara Shri Venkatanayaka, Vedodhara Shri Venkatanayaka, Nada Priyade Namo Namo, Narayanate Namo Namo. Like this, if you look at his compositions, you would see the mudra Venkatesha being incorporated into it. Another pre-Trinity composer, Bhadrachala Ramadasa, a great devotee of Lord Rama. He has used the mudra Ramadasu, Bhadradri, Bhadragiri, Bhadrachalavasa, and so on. One of his compositions, Rama Bhadra Rashi, Ramachandra Rara, Tamarasalochana Sita Sameta Rara, Rama Bhadra Rara. In the charanam, Sabagana Lolane Chakanayarara, Rabada Sunelina ಭದ್ರಾಚಲೇಶರ ರಾಮದಾಸುನೇಲಿನ ಭದ್ರಾಚಲೇಶರ ರಾಮ ಭದ್ರ Another great composer, Sadashiva Brahmendra, if you see, he uses the Mudra Paramahamsa in his compositions, a very popular composition of his. Pibare Ramarasam Rasane Pibare Ramarasam Pibare Ramarasam. The Charanam Shuddha Paramahamsa Ashamagitam Suddha Paramahamsa Ashamagitam Shuka Shaunaka Kaushika Mukha Pitam Pibare Ramarasam Rasane Pibare Ramarasam Pibare Ramarasam Ramarasam. Thus you see here that the Vagekara Mudra, that is the composer incorporating his own stamp in the composition through a signature. That is a signature, as we saw here, may be the own name of the composer like Tyagarajar, or it may connote a different name but used as a mudra by the composer. Nevertheless, these kind of mudras, the Vagekara mudras, give us a good insight because it helps us to understand whose composition it is, and that way we see that these mudras are a very valuable contribution by the Vagekaras into the composition.